What is it? 11:52. Okay, let me see. Let me see if my people is in the building or if a bitch gotta go away. we gonna go do a test now. See what's really happening. How many people is out? Who's outside with a bitch for real? Zamoria, what's going on? I have to say what I say about this damn show. I have to say what I have to say about this damn show. This is crazy. This show is crazy. I'm like, hold on. Period. No, I just got done watching The Walking Dead. Randall, what's up? I just got done watching The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. This shit was bananas. This shit was crazy. This was crazy, y'all. Like, I'm sitting here watching the show, like, oh, this is so sad. They really got me lit. Hey, what's going on? They got me so lit. Like, I'm so happy. Yo, did y'all watch it? Did y'all see already? Rick and Michonne? This is crazy. What's up, Lady T? This show is insane. Oh my god. I can't stop smiling. I'm so happy. Like, oh my god. Randall's laughing at me. Yo, I can't. What's up, AG? What's going on? Oh my god. I can't stop smiling. This show is crazy. I never watched that show. It just popped out. Like, The Walking Dead. I started watching it with y'all like 2 years ago at this point, I think. Um, Cause I was like, I'm looking for a new show. I just finished binge watching. They've been surviving the apocalypse since I was in elementary school. Wait, Randa, how old are you? Because I know you not that young to where you was in elementary school when this dropped. Because I think I was in middle school. When did it drop? Like 2010? I was in middle school. Wow, 2010 was really 14 years ago. What? Like, that's insane. Crazy. What's going on? Okay, so you're 4 years younger than me. Damn. Well, wait, no, okay, because you just had a birthday. Part of me wants to say you're a Scorpio, but I feel like you might be I don't remember. I'm not even going to try and lie. I felt like you might be. And I'm trying to figure out how. Listen, wait, you're a Cancer, right? Wait, oh, fuck, no. Damn, I don't know what it was. Okay, yes, I knew it. I knew it. It was wait, okay, wait. It's Scorpio, right? Cuz I'm like my friend's birthday is around that time. Okay. Wait. I ate. Okay, so that means I'm only like 3 years older than you. Okay. Damn. Okay, okay. Um on the toilet, what's going on? Please. I just finished watching Rick and Michonne. I've been looking, Lady T. It's on AMC Plus. Yes. Okay, Scorpio season, period. We got the Scorpios in the building. You're in October, Scorpio, okay. I felt like it might have been Libra, but it's not Libra. Okay, so it's Scorpio. Okay, period. Complex ate that, period. Okay, so the ones who live was just crazy. Like, I'm. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I did not see all of that coming. Like, I felt like they would take a little time to get to like what we really wanted to see, which is Rick and Michonne on the screen together. But this first episode is basically about him and like, okay, good. I can tell you somebody requested this, so okay, I won't feel like, oh my god, I'm spoiling some shit. So, Rick went missing off that motherfucking bridge when he shot the bridge. And we always had just a little cliffhanger of the girl, Jadis, from The Walking Dead, who lived in like the trash dump shit with her people. We always had her trying to escape and all of that. And the fact that she found him, put him on her helicopter or whatever the case may be. And she's like, oh, I got an A. I got, what kind of person you got? They're like, oh, I got an A. Okay, so we're now seeing where they took him after she put him on that plane. So, well, not a plane, it was a helicopter. So you seeing like a city that looks established and shit like that. Like, okay, anytime you see a city or something that looks too good to be true on The Walking Dead, something that looks like an establishment, a civilization, I'm like, okay, anytime you see some shit like that, you know it's about to be some nonsense because everybody who be in control of these cities be corrupt. The only people who had some nice shit going on and like they're not trying to disrespect people or like make people slaves and shit like that. The only time you seen something like that where it's not on some, oh, you're gonna work for me, you're gonna do this. The only time you seen that is if it's somebody who's already in the circle. So if it's like the Commonwealth, no, absolutely not. The Commonwealth was evil. If it's not, what was the other one? The first like established one where was the male governor, not the female one, because she was the Commonwealth later on. I forgot what his territory was called. But if it's one of those, it's some evil shit going on behind that. Like it's always some fucked up shit. If you see some good shit going on and they have their shit together, there's mad food, there's jobs, people are living like everything is always some fucked up ass shit. So basically that's where they took Rick to a place. I think it was, I forgot where it was, but it's like basically three of the states, I guess, or three big cities they got together and turned it into a whole thing, whatever. So you see him in the beginning of the show, like, he's about to kill himself because he's just tired, like, of the bullshit. He's tired of not having his girl, his daughter, all of this shit. And like, as time goes on, he left before he found out that Michonne was pregnant and stuff like that. So he don't even know about his son. Um, so whatever the case may be, he's about to kill himself when you turn into the episode. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is insane. Yeah, like, I wouldn't want to work either. Because I'd be like, all this shit is over. Now we're just doing shit for each other. Like, fuck all of this. Oh, you have to work. You have to pay bills. Like, no. Like, unless it's like some free labor. Like, oh, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Like, we go and get our Rick and Michonne. Oh, you really haven't seen nothing. Yeah, Rick and Michonne got together like season 7 type shit. Like, they started fucking a minute ago. Like, they fell in love a minute ago. At this point, and people was liking it. It helped me because I mean, people can be racist even if they're in an interracial relationship. But the way he was side-eyeing Michonne when she first came to the show, I'm like, you ain't pressed nobody else like that. Is it giving you don't want a black woman in the show? So them getting together kind of gagged me because I'm like, he was giving her a hard ass time. I'm like, oh, let me find out he's racist. It gave racist. I was not feeling him. But they got together. I would leave because money. Right. So every time you see some established shit where people got jobs, they doing food, everybody feels like they have a position in society. That shit is evil on this show. But yeah, he was about to kill himself because he was just tired of being there. Basically, they took him into this established place and they will not let you leave. Once they rescue you, that's it. You don't have no option. You can't leave. You have to integrate into their society or whatever. And for 6 years before you even get into the main society, you have to swear your allegiance to them basically and kill the walkers that are coming towards the city or whatever. So it's like, okay, he's in that. He keeps trying to escape. You know what I'm saying? You'll see it in the first couple minutes. They have him on a fucking, like, leash, basically, something attached to his arm. It's like a cuff on his arm, and it's basically like a leash attached to the cuff. And they have to go out and they have to kill the walkers at night, shit like that. So basically, he goes to the point where he can go as far as he can with the leash. So now the leash starts tugging, and the guy's like, "Oh, you're too far out. Like, you come back." So he takes his arm like this, and he has basically like a what's the shit, an axe to kill the walkers. So he puts his arm down. He puts the little belt because you know them when they trying to do the amputation, they do the belt around the arm and they chop it. So he chops his hands off. His one hand off so that the cuff comes off of his hand and he can run. But he was losing so much blood and he was so groggy before he got to the walker that was burning. So he used the fire that was inside of the walker to burn his hand to close the wound. But he was losing so much blood and he was taking so long to do it. He just passed out and then they basically got his ass. So they basically said in total he tried to escape 4 times because he knows he has his girl Michonne and he has his daughter to get back to, and that's what's basically keeping him still wanting to go out there. So the guy, basically keeps coming up to him. I forgot the names. When it's new characters, I don't remember their names, but it's a black guy. He was type cute too. Too bad he died by the end of the episode. So he's basically telling Rick, like, yo, like, I think you have potential. Stop trying to escape. Just, like, take my deal. Come be a part of our army. You feel what I'm saying? So, because Rick, he had already done his work to be let into the city type shit. But he was just like, fuck the city. I'm tired. I want to stay on here killing the fucking things. He didn't have shit else to do. He didn't have no family. What the fuck he in the city for? You feel what I'm saying? So he didn't want to stay there. And he felt like he could still, devise a plan to escape, whatever the case may be. So it's like, okay, bet. This shit death has been on for too long, but I'm enjoying it because I'm one of those people who gets attached to shows. Like, if it's a show I like, I don't give a fuck if it ever ends. I don't care how much the storyline is watered down in comparison to the first few seasons. I'ma stick with it. Like, I'm just like that. So yeah, so basically the guy keeps coming up to him like, yo, join my army, whatever. He's like, no. And the guy's like, okay, basically, like, he walks away. Rick's like, fuck it, I'm going back to work, leave me the fuck alone. So me too, right? I get attached to my shows. So basically, after that, Rick is like talking to his friend. He met like this Hispanic man while he was working on the walls and shit like that. And the guy's like, yeah, they're about to let me into the city. They're about to have me doing like being in charge of the water and shit like that. So basically, the man has been trying to get into the city. He's working for the reasons that they told him. Like, you can get into the city. It's going to be lit for you. You're going to have a job, all of this other stuff. And Rick's like, fuck all of that. He's like, I'm not doing that. Like, they're sitting on, like, the outskirts of the town. Like, before they let them in. Like, there's a bridge to get in and all of that other shit. So they're on, like, the outskirts. So imagine, like, Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's water, there's a bridge, and all of that other shit. I think Staten Island got a bridge, but yeah. Or actually, imagine the Golden Gate Bridge. What is that? San Francisco. Imagine that, but like across the pond they're sitting on like a bench where there's like a nice fence and all of that, so they're seeing the bridge that goes into the city, the skyline and all of that other shit. And the guy's like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get into the city soon. So I think he's like, oh, I have like a week or something. I forgot what the fuck he said. But basically, Rick's like, yeah, the guy keeps offering me to join the army and all of that other stuff. So, the guy basically says something like, oh, I'm surprised you haven't joined the army to try and like get a plan to escape again or whatever. So then something clicks in Rick's head like, okay, let me take this offer so I can try another escape. Get this information and all of this other stuff. So he joins like all of this other stuff. And there's like another lady who tried to kill the black dude who was talking to Rick. Like, oh, like you should just take my offer type shit. So the girl, you know, she joined the army as well. And the black guy basically tells them, I chose y'all two for a reason because I feel like y'all two can be the change to this and like all of this other shit. Like, no more A's and B's. Basically, A's and B's are different types of people. A's, they said they usually, when they capture them, they usually kill them because those are the type of people who will die for what they believe in. B's are other people. They're the type of people who will just integrate for survival. So they'll basically say, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I just want somewhere safe to be. And I let y'all handle that. I'm not even going to hold y'all. I never wanted a family and all of that other shit. I just wanted a man. I don't want kids. I don't want all of that other shit that people be wanting. I'll be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would have been probably a B. You feel what I'm saying? I would have been a B because I'm going to get into society or whatever the case may be. And y'all niggas going to be out there fighting the zombies. I might have me a little cute job and work. I ain't got no kids to fucking get back to. The fuck, I'll meet a nigga inside of there. I don't give a fuck. Do you like I should speed? I don't know what that is. What's good? I would have been up in there. I don't give a fuck about this sequel. Sounds crazy. It's fire. So, yeah, so the black guy's telling him like, yo, I'ma have I want y'all to get promoted in this shit and y'all like be the change that we need. And Rick's basically saying, I don't if you know that I'm the type of person that does what the fuck I want to do, why are you telling me what your plan is for me? Like, what if I don't want to do that shit? That's basically what Rick is. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he say. So I'm like, okay, like, word, like, that makes sense. So I'm like, oh, I see the pigs. I don't know what that means. Okay, so I'm like, Rick is smart. Like, Rick is on his shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, right, yo, Rick is on his shit. He's like, okay, whatever. So the be after a long like back and forth, he's like, okay, like whatever. I think he was just taking a guy's information in. I don't think he pretty much said like, right. I don't know what's going on either. So I think he pretty much was like, okay, like whatever. He didn't take the guy's offer initially. So he's talking to the girl who also was on some crazy shit. She said she tried to kill the black dude before when he was trying to capture her. She shot at him and a bullet grazed his head. This nigga has a lot of hubris. Like, you are very confident to think that these people won't eventually get your ass. I can't see anybody. All I see is a black boy. Okay, the motherfucking random like spam accounts have made it here. It's alright. Just ignore them. We just talking about The Walking Dead. If you're not a spam account, what's up? If you are, I don't give a fuck. Okay, so it's what happened next? Oh, so he's talking to the shorty who tried to kill old boy. And she's like, if you need help, just let me know. But don't do no stupid shit, basically. Like, she's like, this is the cards we was dealt. We're here for a reason, basically. And Turkmenistan, what's up? I'm like, okay, cool. Like she's getting on my nerves because I just feel like she's the type of bitch they can sell her a bridge in Brooklyn. Like, girl, some people still believe in what they believe in. Why are you over here trying to convince people to give up type shit? Oh, we're here for a reason. Da, 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 da. Girl, shut the fuck up. Rick don't want to make this a better place. He wants to get back to his family in a community he already started building. Why are you having him in a whole different community talking about some, oh, we can build this up, X, Y, and Z? He not on that. Leave him alone. You sitting here trying to convince this man of something he don't want to be a part of. She doing too much. So I'm like, word. So there's that. The guy basically told them all of this other shit. So he's just chilling. Rick's still trying to devise a plan. He's still trying to do mad shit. So there's a couple different scenes. There's one where he's talking to his friend who made it into the city, the Hispanic one. And he's sitting down and he's just basically like, yo, yes, I see. Thank you. Yes. Somebody else. Because we getting like spam pages and all this other shit. Like, listen, I'm confused on why people are having kids during this. I don't know. They think the world is going to go back to normal. Honestly, though, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if people was doing that. Like, if this was to really come about, I wouldn't be surprised if people were still doing that. Excuse me. Bitches now, they have kids knowing they ain't got no money for them. Niggas be having kids knowing they ain't got no money for them. Like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So I'm like, alright. Why is bitches going on live talking about I'm too fine, I don't own the copyrights to this music? Anyway, so he's having a conversation with the dude like, yo, it's either you give me some information, because the guy was like, oh, I'm gonna be working in the water shit and all of that other stuff. Like, they giving me a job, I'm gonna be working for the city's water and all of that. I'm a manager, executive, whatever. So he meets up with the dude in the city. He's like, yo, like, I'm using this map, I hear there's an underground tunnel, what's good? Because if I don't get back to my family, I'm just gonna kill myself, basically. So the guy's like, don't do this. The guy's like, I'm not gonna give you any information. Oh, what's up, Martha? Hey. Thank you. Um, so he's like, okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on either. Okay, so yeah, he's like, I'm gonna kill myself. The guy's like, okay, I'm not gonna give you no information, but if I did give you some information, this is where the motherfucking tunnel is. This is the code. If I was to give you information, this is the code that opens it. Are you gay? Or like, what are your pronouns? Yes, I am gay. My pronouns are whatever. I don't give a fuck what you call me. He, him, she, her, that bitch, rich bitch. No, let me stop. But no, so basically the dude is like, yeah, this is the information. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, Rick's about to do his shit. I'm on that today, so yeah, keep going. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, he got his information, he about to roll out. So then they going on a motherfucking mission, right? Right? They're going to, this is what's next. They go on a mission. Not can you get my snap? First of all, how old is you? You talking about? I'm not. Listen. Anywho. Okay. I'm 25. Ciao. Please. You're not. No. Anywho, can we get back to the show? Okay, so they go on a mission. Rick is trying to escape at this point. So he has the plan. He has the plan. Anyway, he has the plan basically to get a walker, a dead walker, put it in an outfit, you know what I'm saying, that looks kind of like him, given he gives him like his little what's that shit called? What's that shit called? The army hat. It's like, who the fuck are these people? Anyway, so these people are crazy, yo. Okay, so Antoine's like, what the fuck? Okay, so he's like, he got the walker, he got everything, he got the helmet. That's what he got. He got the helmet. And he put it on the walker like he's about to do his big one. So he puts like these little things on the floor. He makes it so the walkers look like they was eating him. He's gonna do an explosion, everything. So there's like a sewer to get down to the tunnel that his friend was telling him about, right? So after that, he's about to go downstairs. He about to go downstairs to see what's going on and all downstairs. Down in the tunnel, I'm sorry. He about to go down in the tunnel, like down the sewer and all of that. Two walkers come up from behind him as he's like pulling it up. So he killed them both. And then a little girl walk up on him as he's about to go down and blow everything up. She walk up on him like, oh my God, and runs away. So I guess that's who they was looking for also when they was on this mission. So the lady from earlier, the one I was telling you, she tried to kill the other black nigga. She come and she's like, I saw everything. I know what you about to do. Don't do it. Like, I'm saving your life right now. They're going to look for you. They're going to do all of this. Like, they never going to stop looking for you type shit. And she's like, don't do it. Like, I saw everything. And he told me shit that he knows about you. So now Rick is pissed because he's like, what the fuck? What he know about me? He don't say that, but he kept that information. Right? So now fast forward, the black dude that I was telling y'all about, he is sleeping in his little quarters, little army quarters, whatever. Rick sneak up in there and put a knife under his neck. So the dude is like, what's going on? Like, he's talking to Rick. He's being very nonchalant about the situation. And Rick is basically like, what the fuck did you tell this bitch about me? What you told her about me? So he basically starts going down the list. Oh, I know you have a daughter. I know you have a wife. X, Y, and Z. Her name's Michonne. It won't be that hard to find you and her if you try and escape. Because, you know, if you escape, they're going to tell me to take you out because I'm the one who brought you here. Okay, anyway, we're going to ignore the new people because there's a lot going on. No shade. If you really do have that, you know, God bless. But if you don't have that and you thinking that's funny to say that you have that and you think that this is a troll, you're going... God works in mysterious ways. Let me let you know that. Like, let's pause from the story because it was just getting good. Because this person's in here playing with cancer. If you are playing with cancer. That's all I'm going to say. God sees everything. You might get that, or somebody you love might get that. I'm not speaking it on you. But you don't play with stuff like that. So, I'm just hoping that that's not a joke. So, yeah. So, back to the story. So, basically, he was like, yeah, you've been trying to put these, like, messages in a bottle for your wife. Michonne isn't a common name. And they're going to send me after you if you succeed in doing this, basically. So, after that, he basically is like, please, just fucking kill me. Like, at this point. You know what I'm saying? At this point. And the guy's like, no, I'm not going to kill you. This is your path now. You and the girl, the one who also tried to kill him, you and her are going, we found a new place. We're building a new base out there for the next 12 months. This is what y'all going to be on, building this base and, having this as like a little station for us. So that was just crazy because all the messages Rick has been sending, trying to like push them across the water, just get them somewhere, hoping that one day she'll find these messages and be able to know that he never stopped looking for her. If he did though, that's bad disrespectful. Right. These people are weird, like they bots or something. I don't know how it happens. Sometimes it be nonsense going on. So, but we ignoring them. They trying to talk crazy. We having a good time. Okay, so he's basically saying like, yo, I be getting all the messages, like, yeah, like, and we can. Oh, and he was basically was like, it's not gonna be hard to find somebody with that name around where we picked you up from. Basically saying like the name's not common. So if we start asking around where you was at, where we picked you up, it'll only be a matter of time before we find her. So Rick is just accepting at this point what the niggas saying. So basically, y'all are gonna go build this base and all of that stuff. So, oh wow, wow, antisocial and walked around school smelling like cigarettes. That's crazy. But you see what's happened when people stay to themselves. That's dope though. That your cousin went to school with that person. Okay, but yeah, like you see what happens when people stay to themselves. People be thinking, oh, this bitch never say nothing at school, so she's lame. Sometimes school is all these people have. You only that bitch at school. When the weekend come around, you ain't got no plans, no nothing. This boy was going around trying to act and get his name outside. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, so basically, the man told Rick, like, we have all this information. This is what you're doing now. So fast forward, Rick and the girl. I don't know what's going on with Carl in real life, but that's a good question. I would love to see him show up on something else. He looked like he's more like I'm yelling. I wouldn't be surprised. But yes. So Rick and the girl, they basically obliged to what the man said. And now, because there hasn't really been no incident since then, I feel like the people trust them. Anyway, Rick is in his room at one point. You know, he's sitting there. The girl barges in, the one who wants to kill the nigga. She like, oh, turn on the news, whatever the case may be. And basically an established city that I guess wanted an established city, I forgot which one it was, that was basically speaking, or I think a part of their little alliance. I don't know what it was. I think I'm gonna watch the episode again just so I can remember. But the lady was like, basically, I think she implied that the way that they're living now is like the new way of life. And if they had basically joined in with them, that wouldn't have happened, type shit. I don't know. Maybe I misinterpreted that part, but she was upset. And then basically she was like, oh, like that day when you were gonna escape, I saved your life. This bitch was very self-righteous and I could not stand her. She was getting on my nerves because who the fuck are you to tell somebody that you saved their life because you stopped them from going after their wife and their child? Girl, are you dumb? You buying all the bullshit that they're feeding you, and this person is trying to get the fuck out. Leave. It's like people who every time you say something like that's crazy in the world and it sounds like out of the way, they're like, oh, I this is why I don't trust, like I can't do the conspiracies. So y'all really just watch the news, y'all watch everything and all of this other stuff and think, wow, they're being 100% honest. I can't talk to people like that. People who just buy everything that people sell them is crazy to me. That's fucking crazy. You know it's a lot of corrupt shit, corrupt government. The government didn't. If you ever think that, oh, these people are crazy, just think that once upon a time, the KKK was allowed to just walk around all willy nilly, and the government ain't had no problem with it. But they'll let y'all say, and these people were literally lighting up fucking crosses on people's doorsteps, bombing churches, doing all of this other shit. And the government was okay with it. And you don't think that the government do some crazy shit? It don't mean you gotta go out there and be the one to make the difference. But at least have the mind to be like, yo, crazy shit do happen in this world. You're really living in la la land if you think that the government don't fund certain shit, isn't okay with certain shit, don't have hidden agendas for certain shit. They'll send a bitch who didn't pay their taxes to prison right away. But people who, and this is regular everyday people, they'll send somebody like that for tax evasion. But the people with all the power, they get to, you feel what I'm saying? They get to go around the rules like Donald Trump. And this isn't on no voting shit. But this man owed mad money in taxes when he wasn't under the jail, still ain't under the jail, but they'll throw the everyday person in jail knowing they only got so much money. But this man's really profiting and ain't paying shit. So what y'all think the government's on? Like, that's just all I'm saying. Where I'm from Boston. Bruh, I heard the KKK literally still has rallies at Stone Mountain in Georgia all the time. Like, how is that still? Yes, they are. They chilling. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, they do not care. We're we're living in a society where the foundation is white supremacy. It's never going to change as long as all of the local leaders, even on like a state level, everybody being Caucasian, you know what I'm saying? Then you get to, you know what I'm saying? The up and ups, all these different like lawmakers and shit. That ain't never gonna change. Who controls the media? Most of the people who control the media are Caucasian. Every network is owned by somebody who's Caucasian. So you think they're gonna promote black excellence, black education, all of this other shit? No. They don't give a fuck. They're doing exactly what they've set out to do. Why you think it's so easy for us to go viral doing some crazy shit? Y'all don't think they can trick the algorithm to show people certain things? Why do y'all think divisive conversations are always the ones that go viral? Instead of couples and healthy relationships in the black community, for it to be more divisive. And people are like, okay, well, what does white people get from dividing the black community? They get black people. Why do you think they're always promoting some interracial shit? And it's no disrespect. If you like interracial, I love it for you, but baby, at the end of the day, they're doing that on purpose. They feel like our bodies are old. I'm talking some too much real shit, but a lot of them feel like our bodies are old to them. That's why they used to rape our ancestors and kill them when they didn't want to participate in what they had going on. This is why I can't talk to people who just be like, oh, well, racism is over. Mind you, George Floyd died in 2020. When people want to see the world through rose-colored lenses, you gotta let them. Until they experience. A lot of people will not open their eyes until they go through things that are traumatic. So until that black person who's like, oh, white people are cool, and only has white friends and X, Y, and Z until they go into that space and they're treated differently. They don't open their eyes. You got to let those type of people who feel like, oh, everything is right in the world. You got to let those people learn how they have to learn. There's no disrespect. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, singling anybody out because I know some white people, they can't hear the truth about what their ancestors did. That's why they're now trying to remove black history from, but nothing changes until there's an actual conversation. We can't just sweep something under the rug to make people feel comfortable. It has to be addressed. Then we move forward. But because nobody wants to address nothing, that's when the nonsense happens. You feel what I'm saying? So they're trying to do that whole, oh, we're just gonna be quiet about it thing. And that's also, I feel, something from white supremacy because now when black people go into the world ignorant about what a hate crime is or what it is when somebody's discriminating against you for your skin complexion or your color or your ancestry, whatever the case may be, it's going to be easier for them to trick a person like that to come into a private area where they're the only black person and easily dispose of them. Or you're going to be able to discriminate about against that person without them making noise about it. I don't know who these people are, but it look like Akon. That's good. You want to know why? Because Akon's fucking rich and I like money, so I'll take that. And he's dark skinned, so thank you. Um, but yes. So I went into a whole little spiel on the side. You know what I'm saying? Period. I love that for me. I love my identity. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't be giving a fuck about nothing. So, okay, what happened next? I went to this whole spiel on the side. But who are these randoms? Not have a good night, everyone. Love you all. But it's some fucking weirdos tonight. Okay, so then what happened? Oh, okay, so after he confronted him about the situation, we fast forward into the whole, oh, like you gonna build this place up 12 months, whatever. So they do it. He does it. The girl came in, she's like, oh, yep, this is where I was at. The girl comes in, she trying to tell him she saved his life because she told him not to escape. And he wanted to go to his family. So what sense does it make that you feeling like you did so? She's such a self-righteous bitch. I know who she is, and I think she may have died. I don't know if she was on the mission. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. So they move forward. Rick did everything that he was supposed to do. And now they're going on a mission. So I'm like, oh, word. Like, Rick is doing his thing, like, whatever. They're in the sky, you know what I'm saying, in the helicopter. It's Rick, the black dude, and the three people in the back. You know, three other soldiers, three whatever. So they're flying. Cool. They're flying. It's a helicopter, whatever. The black guy's like, oh, you real quiet. Like, you haven't been saying much lately, X, Y, and Z. And Rick was like, oh, I'm just thinking, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, I remember when I was young, I was like 7. I came down one day at night, like in my house, and I saw that this light was coming from the kitchen. And I realized that the house was on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like all of this other stuff was going on. And I saw my father. Messiah, what's up? Thank you for popping out. Um, he's like, I saw my father, whatever. He was putting out the fire. And you know, half of his body was, you know what I'm saying, burnt, but he stopped the fire, all of this other stuff. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And he basically said he found out years after because like this was on a farm, so it was all the crops. You know what I'm saying? this is all the crops and all of this other stuff burning on the farm. And he found out years later, after his father passed away, that the father basically set the farm on fire because they were about to go under, basically meaning the farm wasn't profiting X, Y, and Z. So basically, I think he committed insurance fraud, like did the arson, lit the fucking shit on fire so they could get the money, started up the farm all over again. And then after that, like it was profit, everything was good. But he found out after his father died, from his mom, that that's what his father did. He started that fire and blamed it on lightning. Um, and I think, you know what I'm saying, he said Rick was like basically saying how he always thought his father was always honest with him until he found that out. So after he's telling that story, they just all just talking and all of that other stuff. And then boom, bombs hitting the motherfucking, yeah, that's crazy, right? So he hits, the bombs is hitting the helicopter. Boom, boom. First of all, before the bomb goes, I don't know if somebody threw a bow and like did the crossbow shit, bow and arrow. Something flew through the windshield into the black guy's fucking chest. The first bomb goes off. I think he also got one in his head. I'm like, this is crazy. The shit starts going down. Boom, boom. It's insane. Yes, Rick is bringing down the motherfucking helicopter. I'm like, oh shit, this shit's going down. I'm like, yo, because I thought Rick was honestly just quiet because he was going to try and escape and he had a plan. And when they landed, maybe he was going to try and run off. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like at this point he was defeated. You feel what I'm saying? It seemed like he was just finally going to give in. You feel what I'm saying? Hi, SK. What's up? You know my name is Crazy. I don't know. Maybe you've been here for a while. I don't know that name. Anywho, so I'm like, yo, maybe he has a plan. So I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit is going on, whatever. Boom, one more bomb. So he just thought they finally got the helicopter out the damn sky. So it crashes, but I think Rick, like, as you can see him pulling on the motherfucking lever and all of that other shit on the wheel, the steering thing. So he's pulling on that. So I guess it crashed, but it wasn't like the kind of crash where it's like, okay, y'all hit the floor so bad that it exploded. Like the helicopter just went down and it was disheveled. So we don't know who Bella is doing good. I don't know who that is. Okay, so it's the only person I know who got somebody named Bella. They passed away. So I don't know. My friend had a dog named Bella and she passed away. So I don't know. Kaylee, what's up? So yeah, this helicopter is going down. I'm like, this is insane. This is insane. So the helicopter goes down and it's just like it didn't crash to the point where it exploded, but it crashed to the point where it was like, okay, like y'all gonna struggle to get out because y'all took a bad hit. But they weren't disoriented like that. So Rick, unbuckles his seatbelt. He tries to pull the door open. It's closed. They end up getting out from the side. Him and like maybe six soldiers. So they're running. What? Oh my god. Anyway, so they run him. They they running through it's like they crashed in the woods type shit. So they running. Another fucking bomb. Boom. The three soldiers in the back. So it's like Rick, a row of three soldiers, and then another row of like three more. Boom. Bomb come down. Them three is dead. Boom. One more bomb. So this bomb was closer to Rick and the other three. So it hit, and then they all fly forward. It's not like a crazy huge one, but they all fly forward. So then this is where it gets crazy. Because you see, after the bombs done went off, now somebody's walking up with a big ass sword. So they going up to each person's neck, like seeing if what's good with the person. Boom, with the knife. You know, it was only three other ones behind Rick. So they go through all three people. And when they get to Rick, you see who it is. And it's Michonne. And I'm like, what? This is crazy. So I think that she caught wind that these are the people who was holding Rick captive. Oh, wow. These people are really going to hell tonight. Like, these people are really just disturbing. Didn't they both die? No, Rick. Rick shot the bridge down and it exploded, and then he washed away, and the girl Jadis, she put him on a helicopter because she was like recruiting people for this hidden place that he ended up at. So remember when she was on the phone and they were picking her, it wasn't the phone, she was on the walkie-talkie, and they were like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Mary. Oh, hey! I'm yelling. Mary, what's up, boo? Anyway. So, how do they be fighting? Yeah, they just be fighting each other all the time. But he shot down the thing, and Jadis is the one who put him on the helicopter, because I guess she was recruiting people for this place. And, you know, I explained to y'all what an A and a B was earlier. So when she was like, oh, he's an A in, like, that season where Rick died, I think they must have known they was going to give them a spinoff back then, or they knew that they had some, or they based it off of that. So the whole, oh, he's an A, he's a B thing, it came back here. So Rick is an A, the type of person that would die for what they believe in. So, yeah. But all it is, Michonne slicing these niggas up. She's the one who took down the plane. This bitch is not playing. Oh, and the reason she knew he was still alive is because, remember, a couple seasons back, before The Walking Dead ended, she found the bag with his shit in it. He had a couple different, like, letters, phones, and different stuff that he was putting on the water. So I guess she ended up finding that, or whatever the case may be. But it's dope that she found that, because she ended up knowing, you know what I'm saying, that he was still alive and he was still out there for her. And you know, at the end of the Walking Dead, they wrote her out the show because she was going to find him, and on top of that, she was filming movies. So there was that. But yeah, so at the end, he takes off his helmet, and she's like, she got her knife. She was about to slice him the fuck up, thinking that he was fucking with Rick. Glad she didn't slice him up, because she would have killed her man and there would have been no show. But she pulled up her mask, and they just staring at each other like, oh my God, my nigga, this cannot be real. Like, I miss you, you miss me type shit. And then the show goes fades to motherfucking black. When I tell you, they tore that shit up, I was so mad as I was watching the show, because I kept pausing like, how much time is left? Because I'm enjoying this so much. Everything is just flying by. Everything is flying by. That's how you know you enjoying something. When it feels like this is not a chore. Usually, I'm on my phone watching stuff, playing. I be playing. I be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. Then be texting, be live tweeting the show, all of this other stuff. It's crazy. Am I tired? Not really, not yet. Yes, definitely. Tune in. If you watch but see, you have to watch all the stuff leading up to it. This isn't something you just come in and like you can come in and be like, yo, let me watch this. Cause it's still gonna be entertaining as hell. But it's so good when you can binge watch something that's like good. That's actually good. I hate when people I feel like people like to these days mirror the opinions of other people. At the end of the day, it's okay for you to like something because you like it. Just because everybody else is saying something don't mean you gotta say it. I hate when people be like, oh, this isn't as good as it used to be. This isn't The Walking Dead, no shade. Obviously there were seasons that was better than the other, but The Walking Dead is a show that was good from start to finish. I'm sorry. Like I'm watching Charmed right now, and I can definitely say the last two seasons of Charmed I went through the first six. The last two seasons, I'm like, okay, we gonna roll the tape. Like I'm so slow with these last two seasons because I'm not enjoying it. I was going through the seasons like this until I got to season 7. I'm just like, no, it's lost its touch. There's certain things y'all was doing in the beginning that y'all wasn't doing at the end. The Walking Dead, they was still doing the same different type of shit. New person comes along, tries to take their territory, X, Y, and Z. Now they bringing back variants and all of that other shit. Excuse me. It's a good show. A good ass show. All the spinoffs had potential. My least favorite of the spinoffs is gonna have to be Maggie and Negan's show. Dead City, I was not feeling it. Like it was good enough for me to watch it, but I did not want to sit there and watch it. Like it took me a while. Daryl Dixon, A1. A1. It started off a little bit like, okay, like, I'll revisit this when I got me a nice plate, a hot meal in front of me. You know, I want to just watch something. The last two episodes, I'm like, oh, y'all tore this whole thing up. Y'all tore this up because they had the variants. When variants are very special, and I like that they've done it to where like we're impressed by the zombies, but the variants are like a treat. The variants is insane. If you don't know what a variant is, because you haven't watched the Walking Dead, a variant is basically a walker that has special abilities. So the walkers usually they all slow, walking. You can fuck them up pretty quick. A variant is the type of zombie to run up on you, try and fucking swing, fucking scratch you up, jump on you, bite your neck. They can climb shit, they run. Those are the scary ones. So occasionally, you'll run into one of those. So Daryl, on his show, there was one, he was trying to jump off of a cruise ship that had him captured with some other guy that he had came from a settlement with that he had to work with even though they didn't like each other. So they trying to get this fucking escape boat off of the big like yacht. The variant sees them after killing somebody. It runs up the stairs, grabs the man, throws him on the floor, just scratching him up, biting him up, turns around, is about to get Daryl. Daryl said, fuck it. Jumped off the boat into the thing. and was out of there. And that's how he washed away to Paris. But then, when he was captured in Paris, because they didn't want people thinking for themselves, they wanted to create, once again, when you see something that's established in The Walking Dead, it's always some fuck shit. It's always some goofy shit. It's always fuck shit. So, after that, they're trying to kill him now in Paris. Because they're like, you're trying to help the new Messiah. That's basically what the season, they was talking about the whole season. There was a young boy who was born in Paris who was supposed to be the next coming of Jesus, basically. And basically lead people to the promised land or better times. You know, Jesus, was a healer and shit like that. He could change the world. So basically, now he's in an arena. And there's people all around the arena. They're like, oh, we're going to kill you. So they put him in the arena with a bunch of people watching because they wanted to make an example out of him. So they have variants that they captured. They put him up against one. And before they get these variants going, I think they either give them an adrenaline shot. I don't know what it is, but they give them a shot that basically has all their veins popping out, eyes turning black. It's crazy. It's crazy. They give them a shot, and their just whole being, it switches, like they get even crazier. So not only are they variants and they run up, they scratch you, they try to bite you, they try and jump on you, way different than the other. They can climb shit, way different. So on top of them already being like that, they're giving them some type of adrenaline shot, something that they're giving them, injecting them with something so they could be even crazier. So they have it on a leash. They put it on the neck. They give Daryl one weapon, an axe. The variant comes, runs up. Daryl has to fight the variant. The variant's doing his thing, trying to fuck Daryl up. Daryl kills the variant. And the lady is like, you have more, right? Like, that's not it, right? Like, the lady at the top who's running this shit, trying to get Daryl killed. She at the top. The guy's like, oh, yeah, we just getting started. So, there's another man that had been captured as well. They put him in there with Daryl. So, they're going to work together. But they're both going to be chained up together. So, they got one free arm, an axe, or whatever weapon they got. And they chained up. So, they basically have to move together. One arm chained up, one free. So, Daryl is like, follow my lead. But now, here's the trick. They're in the center. One variant, say you're in a room with four corners, one variant coming from that side, one from that side, one from that side, one from that side, and they giving them the shot in their neck. I'm like, oh, hell no. This is crazy. I'm like, how is this going? Like, what's going, why are y'all so mad? So, Daryl's like, follow my lead. They let them all off at once. Luckily for them, the variants, they're crazy to the point where they don't have any sense of direction. So one of the variants jumped on the other one and ripped it to shreds. That leaves three. So as they're running up, Daryl is using his chained arm with the other guy who has the chained arm. So when they run up, it's like they're running into a chain and it just knocks the wind out of them, throws them on the floor. So they do that for a couple and they have to get up and stuff like that. So now it's one trying to get each one of them. They trying to, stab them and all of that other shit. They end up like beating them. Cool. So now they're just like, the lady's like, okay, so what else you got? Like, what's next? And the guy's like, oh, we didn't think this far. So y'all wasted 5 variants on these men. Okay, cool. Next thing that happens, she's like, okay, fine, I'm gonna just have to kill y'all myself. Takes out her gun. You know what I'm saying? She trying to aim. Oh, wait, no, she didn't take out her gun. She had the guards point their gun. One of the guards has something personal against Daryl because it's like this whole army thing in Paris. And his brother was a part of that army thing, but he had found Daryl in a group of 2 people. Um, on the road, and he was trying to bully them and like fuck them up. So Daryl ended up killing them, and the brother found his brother's body and basically found out that it was Daryl who killed the brother. But your brother was fucking with people, so you can't be mad. But obviously they want justice, all of this stuff. And is it really justice when y'all are evil as fuck? Who knows? So that's the guy who was pointing the gun at Daryl. And there's like a whole group that knows Daryl and like the people that he's been rolling through Paris with. So there's like this old dark skinned man. He was very handsome. I'm like, oh, when I'm old, I want my husband to be handsome like that. He shoots at the guard, like shoots the gun out his hand. And everybody starts running because that was giving shootout. Let's get the fuck. So they run. I think Daryl was able to, yeah, Daryl was able to escape, and it was just a lot of shit going on, but he ended up escaping. It was crazy. And then he ended up going to being able to bring the next Messiah. No one cares. That's why we got 5 people watching. Baby, you're here though. Y'all be so annoying. Wasting a time. I don't give a fuck. Cause girl, I've went live with 0 viewers. I've went live with 1 viewer. So, honey, you gotta tune into my wrestling streams. That's as sad as it fucking gets. I be having 5, 10 people, and we be rocking for like 3 hours. You can't embarrass a bitch who's secure. All of this, like, y'all wasting y'all time. You would be better off trying to befriend me. People like you, I'm addressing you just because. It's been a lot of trolls and shit like that. I'm addressing this just because it's been a lot of trolls. In and out. I'm addressing you because people like you have a lot of time on your hands. Which means you're a very unhappy person. You feel what I'm saying? You're a very unhappy person. This isn't just I'm bored. I have a lot of my time on my hands. Because there's people with a lot of times on their hands, but they're happy because they putting their time into something that they love and they happy. You over here trying to fuck with me. Don't know me from a hole in the wall. I ain't never did shit to you. And you trying to argue with me. You trying to say disparaging shit to me. People like you are hurt. There's something going on with you that needs to be addressed. You're a very unhappy person. And I would hate to be you. That's why when y'all say shit, when y'all try to get under my screen, it's like 5 people in here. Oh, you gay. I've been gay since I was a child. I know. Like, I know for sure. So, you're going to have to come hard. And I honestly am not the type of person you can say something to and I'm going to be offended because I don't know you. I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't know you. I don't have a problem with you. You got a problem with me. You got to take that up with whoever you pray to. And if you're not religious, you need to get right with God. I'm not going to tell you what you got to do, but it might not be God that you might be spiritual. You just want to pray to the universe. Or you just believe in science, but science has proven the existence of the universe, so I think you need to get right. It's very sad that this is what y'all waste y'all time doing. Trying your hardest to be rude to people who don't give a fuck. Y'all should be doing a lot of stuff. You know how to sign up for an account. You can make something of yourself. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. But I know you probably like, oh, bitch, shut up. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. But I'm trying to put you on. You know what I'm saying? Put you in the right direction because this is just sad, honey. I'ma go to sleep comfortably tonight. You're not gonna get under my skin. So just find somebody else to do that with because I don't give a fuck. I've been called worse by better. So yeah. But that show is crazy. Y'all need to get into Daryl Dixon. Um I finished Fear the Walking Dead. The finale was bomb. Fear the Walking Dead is something like I really was kind of like indifferent about. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was very indifferent about Fear the Walking Dead because I'm just like, this is starting off too slow. I'm not feeling it, whatever the case may be. But yeah, they tore it up. I love that shows have been, some shows have been able to end how they were intended to end. I hate seeing a good show have to end abruptly. You know what I'm saying? That's why the other day they was talking about like a Girlfriends reboot. Oh my goodness, I would get my fucking life because Girlfriends never ended how it needed to end. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like that's because they always do reboots of shows that we already seen the end of. We're okay with the ending. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind a good reboot. See, I'm once again have a mind of your own type shit. Everybody like to shit on reboots. I ain't got shit. I ain't got no problem with a good reboot. If it makes sense and the storyline is good, why not? If the show was good once upon a time, it could be great again. As long as y'all not trying to drag on an old ass story. We want to see what happens to we grow attachments to these characters. So we want to see what happens next in their life. Switch the premise of the story, give us the same characters. That's what we want. That's why the Sex in the City reboot, fire. That shit is good as hell. I'd be like, oh my goodness, y'all tore this up. Every time I watch an episode, I'd be like, yo, yeah. Like a lot of people be like, they hate the reboots. I'd be like, I fuck with the reboots. Like, they be dope. Like, the game reboot, I loved the game reboot. They canceled it after 2 seasons. I feel like a lot of people were expecting like the original cast. A lot of the original cast did not want to come. Like, it's no shade. Well, actually, no, let me not. I feel like it was only Tia who didn't want to come. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing that you can't come do the game? Like, you get on my damn nerves because I feel like if she was on the spinoff, it would have been successful. Like, we just don't live in a time of sitcom TV no more. Yeah, but at the same time, like, yo, there's people who will still enjoy it because people will tune into dramas and all of that stuff. Me, that's why I've had to have like the drama aspect of the game has always been good. Like Melanie, Darwin, and the Janae, like all of that. Jason's divorce with Kelly, Jason and Chardonnay. Like there was a lot of good shit that happened on the game, and I was just mad. Like, yo, y'all could really have ate this up. I don't know why they didn't do more promotion. The show clearly had a good budget because it was nice. Like, it was nice. The camera, the footage was clear. I loved it. Um, but yeah. And the nigga they got, cause basically on the show to me, the dynamics of things kind of changed, obviously. So that's how I'm saying, like, a reboot with a good storyline is it. Like, Malik was now the one who was like the older player that's still trying to prove their worth. Like Malik is now figuring out different issues he's had um mentally and why he can't settle down with women and stuff like that. Um there's a character who got with a white girl. Her dad called the cops on him when they was teenagers. Like he was 18. He was gonna be one of those people. I think he was gonna go straight into the league, or he was gonna get like a full ride to a crazy ass school. The dad, the boy had went with the girl after prom. You know, a lot of seniors they'll do that. They'll go and get a hotel. And Malik was handsome. They always go and get a hotel. Like if you've been a senior in high school, you know. Like some people do the hotel thing, hotel after party, whatever the case may be. Or if they're together, just get a hotel together and they fuck. Like I knew a lot of people did that when they was 18. So that's what he did on the show. But his girlfriend was white. The Andre audiobook. Am I still on it? I think I finished it. Or I'm getting very close to the end. I don't know. I might be close to that. I feel like I would have remembered if I finished it. I stopped doing those lives because I was like, it's like two or three people in here. Like, nobody gives a fuck. If wrestling be slow, that one definitely be slow. I don't know. Did you watch that BGC Tampa episode 2? Yes, that shit was crazy. Black cinema ate that. The Andre audio, but that shit was good though. I'm not even gonna lie. I think, damn, did we finish it? But I don't feel like I would have finished it without y'all. But maybe I did. Cause people was not fucking with it. Like I think the last live I did where I was doing it was like two people, maybe one. I know some people. Child, I'm on the Jeremiah one. Y'all know, you know what I said about that one. I was like, oh, once I realized that they was trying to do that fake, phony interracial shit that they be doing, I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing this. But the last thing I remember about the book, the audio book, was the internship that he was doing. It ended. It ended, and they was trying to, get into being together and shit like that. But yes, like I was saying, he went to the hotel with the white girl. It starts getting good after chapter 12. Eh, I don't know about all that shit. I don't know. Once they get a black bottom in the building, call me. They get a black bottom in the building, call me. Because the way he was cooning, I was like, oh, I'm not feeling this. I was like, oh my God, he was so beautiful. Like, child, you doing too much. But yes. Once they get the black bottoms in the building, cool beat. That's why I liked Andre better, because I'm like, yes, period. They always doing a fake ass interracial story. It don't be making no sense. Like, please with this, okay? But yes. So he went to the hotel with the white girl, and then the guy called the cops. Period. Like, I'm not watching nothing else. Like, no, sorry. Like, y'all can keep that. That's why I love Noah's Ark so much. That's a show with the black girls, the queens. Like, yes, something I can really get into. Like, if it wasn't so oversaturated in the media, I wouldn't have a problem watching an interracial relationship on a show. But it's like every time they want to represent us, it's, oh, masculine black guy, feminine white boy. And I just be annoyed because it's like, girl, we're here too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we're here. So let's not, representation does not mean interracial. Representation means everybody is seeing themselves, whether it be a white family watching a show and there's a whole white family, whether it be a mixed family seeing, okay, a black mama with the white dad and all the mixed fucking children, whether it be an all black family, everybody sees themselves. That's fucking representation. Representation isn't, oh, let's make a black girl with an Indian guy, knowing in real life they probably wouldn't get married because of their traditional values on the Indian side and then wanting them to marry within their culture. Let's just do that. No, sweetie. No. That's not even how it works. But if y'all do it for a movie, cute. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's impossible. But if y'all do it for a movie, cute. But let's not make every movie that. You feel what I'm saying? Let's do something different. It don't always have to be the same difference. Everybody should see some real life shit in a real, like, yes. I see white families right next door. I see black families right across the street. I see Hispanic families right across the street. Why is it when it's a gay couple, it's like, okay, if we don't do one white person, one black person, that's like y'all just trying to, okay, let's just get them up out of here. No. What? Like, please. It's very telling that they always have us in one stereotypical role. Okay, the black dark skinned one is the top, and the white twink one is the bottom. It's like, girl, this is what I was telling y'all earlier about propaganda, though. Somebody will see that and intake that, and subconsciously in their head, as a young black man, feel like, oh, I'm not the cream of the crop. I ain't shit unless I have a white bottom. Absolutely not. And you know who's behind these things, white people. It's no shade. And to the ones that don't have an agenda, we fuck with you. But there's a lot of people like that in this world that have an agenda. Tell me why I was watching it at 12 and got my life, I think. Yeah, I think the first time I seen Noah's Ark, it was when my mother was still coming to terms with my sexuality. So I saw like one episode and she was like, yeah, you can't watch this because this is just too much. Like, she was being dramatic. It's like, girl, you'll let me watch straight people have sex on TV, though. Like, girl, she was not trying to let me watch that shit. But I did not give a fuck. I just, I just listened. When I got older, I fucking finished it. But it was when she was coming to terms with me being one of the girls. But yeah, we still need that show back. Like, and that's why I'm like, Logo isn't no LGBT shit. Logo is not no fucking LGBT shit. Because all y'all can fund is RuPaul's Drag Race. That's the only thing y'all can fund years later. Y'all had a show that I enjoyed. I love seeing some representation for us. Like, there was a show on there, it was a dating show. It was almost like a gay flavor of love, but it wasn't ghetto. So let's call it a gay bachelor. You know what I'm saying? There was a show called Finding Prince Charming on Logo. They did like one season. And I'm like, okay, that's what's up. Like, do y'all thing. I used to watch it on online and everything. I'm like, y'all ate that. Like, do y'all big one. Why do I remember that? Yeah, because it was only a couple years ago. It was like maybe what, 2017? No, it had to be at least 2016 because I think I was watching it when I was a RA. So, yeah, it had to be at least 2016. It was too white for me. Yeah, because they only had like what, like three black contestants. I was surprised that they lasted that long. Cause I didn't think. Let me see. Finding Prince Charming season 1. Yeah, like they never came with a season 2 either. It's all on the season is $25. Let me see. The Last Black Tie. Yeah, it was like a black tie thing. Yeah, and then they had a reunion and everything. How many episodes was it? 9 episodes. Yeah, they did it and it never came back. I'm like, damn. Yep, 2016. I knew it. 2016. I'm a smart bitch. I love me. Like, I love when I can, like, pinpoint when something was. Like, bitch, that mind is powerful. You really pinpointed 2016. I was like 2017, but then I corrected myself. Like 2016, yeah, because I was already. Why I be remembering shit like that? Whatever. But I was talking about. Okay, anyway, it was this show called One Girl, Five Gays. It was so entertaining to me. I think I heard about that. What was that about? And then I remember years later, I found out there was like a gay show. It was like it was almost like um, Real Housewives, but it was like white gays. It was like Real Housewives, but it was white gays, and they was living. I think it was like in New York. I was like, oh, that's what's up, because they had money or whatever. I only saw like one episode, because once again, once I don't see no black people, it's kind of hard for me to get into something, but like, I'll give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? It was, they had money or whatever. They like, it was like industry type, like, oh, they work with like models and stuff like that, and they had coins. I was like, okay, like, period. But yeah, Noah's Ark was like the only show that Logo ever did like scripted, and I'm surprised they did that with black people. Like that A-list I think that's what it was. Not you knowing. Not you knowing. Let me see if they got it. Yeah, it was something like that. I think that was it. I think that's what it was. I seen that. It was very definitely not giving. Yeah, no, this one was like a Real Housewives. Like I remember them going to parties and shit, like and being in New York. Let me see. The A list. What is this? No, I don't think that's it. The A list New York. Season 1. Let me see. Fierce, ambitious, docu-reality series follows members of New York's gay elite, plus their families, best girlfriends, and pocket dogs, as they navigate being fabulous in the city. Mind you, everyone was. They did 2 seasons. Let me. That's crazy. I didn't know they made it to season 2. They would have had more if I'm telling you, if it was the black girls. What is Fire Island? One a token black person. They love to do that. Real friends of Way Ho. Chow mess. Wendy Williams was on this show. I'm yelling. So I wouldn't see why they couldn't have came back at this point. Y'all already know. I don't. I hate this description. Nah, for real. Oh my god. Yeah, Noah's Ark. They've been talking about a reboot for some time now, but I doubt they're doing it at this point. You know those times where they just talk about a reboot forever, and you're like, okay, bitch. At this point, we know it's not coming. Y'all see who you trying to convince at this point? You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel sometimes about remember when the Boondocks was supposed to get a fucking reboot and they drew it on for so long that they didn't even get the that would be a vibe. I need to start planning movie nights and shit like that and show nights and all of that. Okay, period. I'm gonna do that. But damn, I lost my train. Oh, Boondocks. They drew that shit on for so long that they didn't even get no work, no fucking they didn't get no voice work done. And then Pops passed away. And then we never got nothing, and then they canceled the reboot. So some videos, I mean some pictures recently leaked on Twitter. Child, I'm in Orlando, honey. Not you really wanting me to answer this question. Anyway, so yeah, like I hate. That's how I feel about Star. I ain't never watched Star, and it's no shade. Like it be one, two. It be. I'm not answering that, honey. Actually, let me just fucking answer it because I don't give a fuck. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Anyway, Randall is on everybody today. He's not playing. Period. He's not playing about me. But that's how I feel about it. I never watched Saw. Just for the simple fact that one musical show was enough for me. One musical show was enough. It was just that and Empire. I couldn't do both at once. And some people be like, oh, I hate Empire. It wasn't good after the first season. Honestly, I loved me some Empire. I'm sorry, I could not relate. I could not relate to any of that. I couldn't. I'm not trying to shoot your shot. Please. Star is coming back. It is? Damn. Jesse really fucking ruined Empire for me. Jesse really ruined Empire for me, and I'm so mad. Because I feel like Empire was good too. But once he started getting into trouble and they had to take him off his shit, it was like, okay, so now the storylines that I'm really enjoying, it's a problem. Like, remember when he had a couple of fucking little flings, but remember when he was dating the producer? That was crazy. One show I'll never be over them canceling though is the LA Complex. The LA Complex was tea. I'm sorry. It was. And that one little gay storyline they had on there, I was living. Yes, with the gay rapper. And he was beating that nigga up anytime somebody came across them. Yo, I really wanted to see what happened next. They had to end the show mad quick. It was on the CW. Let me see. Do they have it on here? The LA Complex. Freebie with ads. Oh, so it's here to watch? Let me see. Do they have season 2 though? I think it was what? 2 seasons? Yeah, it was 2 seasons. That show was good as hell. LA Complex was good. You need to watch it. It's free. LA Complex is mad good. Like it came out when I was in high school, 2012. Yeah, 2012, 2011, I think. Let me see this. So it was season 1 in 2011 and the second one? Oh, 2 seasons in 1 year. That show was good and then they canceled it. It was like mad different people trying to make it in LA. That was like the storyline. So one girl, she was trying to be a dancer to go on tour with Usher. There was one guy, he wanted to be a writer. I think there was another girl, I don't know what she wanted to do. I think she wanted to model or do music. And that was Cassie Steele, my bitch, the one who played Manny on Degrassi. She was on there. And then they had Andra Fuller's fine ass. He played the gay rapper, and he was sleeping with the assistant, the skinny black boy. I don't know if they slept together though, but he was creeping around with him. And then he ended up beating his ass because they was kissing and somebody walked into the studio. Oh my God, that was so sad. Like, oh my God, that he really had to be abusive like that because he didn't want his story to come out. But that's some real shit that would happen. Like, That's some real shit. Like niggas really will do anything to keep a secret. So it was realistic, but it was still sad because I'm like, yo, like when y'all are in private, y'all are enjoying each other's company. Like y'all are warm. Like this is, you know what I'm saying? This is some real shit going on, but it's crazy how you're treating him. Like it's crazy. And he not even fighting you back. He's just literally sitting there like frowning and crying and shit like that. And you beating on him because you don't want people to know you gay. But then he ends up losing him at the end and it just becomes a bit much. I don't know if somebody tried to expose him and that's why, but he ends up coming out at the end of the second season. He ends up coming out of the closet, Frank Ocean style, because you know this was around the time that Frank Ocean came out. So I think this was like they were using it to their advantage for the storyline. Like they did some shit like that. I think he came out also on Tumblr the same way that Frank Ocean came out. Frank Ocean, child, we thought we had one. He like the snow girls, honey. He do not. He like the girls that look like this, not this. Child, he do not play. You don't seem interested. I'll move on. I don't care. I mean, take care. Child. I mean, I guess, honey. That's all of them. Right. That's why I be like, damn. Is it really like, and it's like the niggas we don't give a fuck about like Saucy Santana. He love black niggas, but who the fuck is checking for him? Like no shade. It's so sad. But you know who is by that nobody really pays attention to that I feel like he might get down with the chocolate, but I'm not. You didn't even say nothing. Listen, it's okay. Just let him rock. We just gonna ignore that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit different. You feel what I'm saying? And we can talk about the whole like niggas trying to shoot they shot to be after like how I operate. Anyway, so I did check the comments. You just said what? You asked me what city I was in, all of that. Like I don't see nothing else. Tyler, the creator, Steve Lacy. Steve Lacy was the one that pissed me off the most. Talking about some, oh, um, I'm not a. I'm screaming. Steve Lacy was like, oh, I'm not attracted to black men because they remind me of my brother. Like, nigga, just say that you just like you don't like fucking retire myself at 32. That's what's up. I think the oldest nigga I talked to was 35. Bro, that's what's up. That you can. Let's say, oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I see you. That's what's up. How you do that? Another real quick. See, listen. You looking for the wrong person, and cause sweetie, when I tell you, people be talking about some. Oh, are you masculine? I always say no. I always say no, my love. Not. Mm-mm. I'm domestic. I'm nurturing. I'm very soft. People be like, oh, oh, I like this. I'm mass for mass, honey. I'm not. Mm-mm. I'm mass for fam. I'm very soft. I don't do the whole, oh, I'm a real nigga. I'm not. No. Literally, I posted a picture on my Twitter the other day, and I was like, in my last life, I had to have been a stud because I'm so womanly. Like, this is just what it is. You know, some people like they fake the front. They like do this whole, oh yeah, I'm masculine. No, I have a masculine appearance. You know what I'm saying? I look like a nigga. I wear, you know, it's just what it is. But at the end of the day, you're getting a wife. I'm sorry. Some people be like so surprised that I keep it so real. I'm just a real bitch. You know, I'm just that's just what it is. So I don't know if I'm your type, but honey, it's really giving queen over here. Um, And I'm just one of them people who knows themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but that's what's up. I see you with the stocks and shit. I see you. I'm the type of bitch to invest in myself, do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? And I could see myself doing that too, because I have a couple stocks myself. Ain't hitting for shit yet, but I got a couple. But yeah. What was I even talking about before I started conversing with this man? Um, the LA complex. Shit was crazy. Gerard Duran. Oh, Steve Lacy. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm not attracted to black men because they feel like my brother." Just say you didn't like black niggas. Say you like this. You don't like this. It's okay. Like, I hate when people lie about shit. I hate it. Just be real with who you are. Like, Frank Ocean, I know he don't like us because the last person I seen him have an interaction with was what's his face? The handsome white man that's cool with Nicki Minaj, the one who work at Burberry. He had a night with him, and he was like, he tagged him. It must have been romantic because that man did not want him. Frank Ocean did not want that man, but that man was sprung after one night. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. Who else? Lil Nas X. He had that little mixed boy, but do he like bitches my color? Probably not. I wish appreciate your honesty. I wish you the best. You're welcome. Cause I'm just one of those people. When somebody tells me what they looking for, like, oh, I'm mask for mask. I've never been the type of person to like lie to myself, um, lie to other people. I don't show up as somebody else to bag a man. It's very much so. You could be the king and I'm gonna be the queen, because I'm not doing no heavy lifting. When I lived at home, it was given very much so princess treatment. I didn't even really bring my car to get handled on my own. My family members would do that. My uncles, everybody else would take care of me. So I've never been to, oh, I'm a man's man. That's for the other girls. You might get the look with me because I'm tired of people commenting on my pictures and telling me I look trade, or being like, oh, you don't look gay in this picture. You might get the look, but honey, when we lay down and retire for the night, I'm your wife, period. I'm not doing this whole fake facade. Oh, this, yeah, changing my voice. All of this. You know, people really do that. They're insane. They're insane. But that's why I'm happy I've come across some real niggas that are like, yo, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Like, I'm trying to fuck with you. You look good as fuck. Like, X, Y, and Z. Like, thank you. Like, I appreciate that. With my low voice and all of that. So, I'd be happy. But yeah, back to Steve Lacy and them. Them niggas is crazy. I'm not pressed. You know what I'm saying? I would sign me a fucking NDA though. Now that all the news and all of this like crazy shit is coming out, niggas talking about some, oh, I was talking to this nigga, Diddy, and he had me do this and this is and that. All these niggas, I'm ready for an NDA. Sorry. I'm ready for an NDA. I know, you know what I'm saying? The niggas who like are probably the crazy ones. So let me just get my NDA and get my bag and get up out of here. I'll leave with the trauma, the PTSD, all of that other stuff. Give me my check. I want an athlete. Fuck the singers. It be the nasty bitches who do porn and shit. And I'm not just saying, oh, they nasty because they do porn, but I'm talking about the really nasty bitches, like the ones who will suck anybody's dick. They don't not care what you look like. They'll show up. You put on a mask, whatever the case may be. It be those ones that's it be those ones who be getting the niggas. Like, it be their captions on Twitter for me. Oh, DL athlete, DL NFL player DM'd me talking about he wants some head, X, Y, and Z. It be those people because they put themselves out, get them a little what's that shit called? An NDA and be good. Me, I'm not slutting myself out on social media. So it's gonna have to be the nigga just saw me, sent a nigga from his entourage to see what's up. And that's it. That's what it's gonna have to give. Cause I'm not slutting myself out on the internet. So I'm gonna have to be like pop in online or something. Nigga gonna have to run across my page and see what's good with me because my type, tall, dark skin, beard, dreads, or locks. You know what I'm saying? They saying we can't say dreads no more, which I understand. It's like uh just filthy, just there's a negative connotation with it, X, Y, and Z, all of that. Like, I understand. So, but I've been saying dreads my whole life. Like, oh, my dad got dreads. So it's like, you got to kind of like remember and remind yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, if you ever want to wonder what my type is, dark skin, tall, dreads, beard, tattoos, nice body. That's when I had one like that this summer. He was going through some shit, ghosted me. It was crazy. Ghosted me. Never heard from that man again. But I told my friend today, um, what God takes away, he's gonna replace and it's gonna be better. Cause I was talking to another nigga before him who ghosted me that I was like, yo, it can't get no better than this. This nigga look mad good. And that's the one who was like 30 something that I just said the oldest nigga I probably talked to was like 35. Um he looked good as shit. Then I met the dreadhead. And now I'm like stuck on dreadheads. Them niggas look good. They look good as shit. Um especially if they dark skin with a beard. Period. My type. That's why when I move out of Orlando, because that's another thing I want to do. I want to move out of Orlando, go pump it on down to Atlanta real quick, see what's going on with there. If I don't like it, I'm gonna go to Houston. We're going to see where the niggas is at because I'm not turning 30 in Orlando. I'm just not. I'm still 20. I'm 26 right now. I'm turning 27 this summer, and well, not this summer. It's what 3.5 months from now. It's my birthday. Time flies. I'm gonna be 27 soon. But I'm not trying to spend the rest of my 20s over here. I'm getting out of here. Out of here. I'm gonna go to Atlanta, see how I like it. After I get up out of Atlanta, I'm going to if I don't like Atlanta, I'm leaving and going to Houston. But yeah, I'm fucking with it. What else? But yeah, these rap niggas, they don't be talking about nothing, for real. These singing niggas don't be talking about. There's all the singing niggas that's gay, for real, and they just doing too much. Like, listen, I'm not pressed, but you know who need to send me an NDA? Who's my man? Burna Boy. That's my man. That's my man, honey. I'm sorry. Like, he, ugh. And they was trying to play him like he was ugly. I love when people try to play my niggas like they ugly because now I don't have to share with you. You feel what I'm saying? I love when they do that. I love when they do that because I don't like when everybody think my man is fine. Sorry, y'all need to move. Y'all need to move. Like, it's not enough room for all of us. It's not enough. Burna Boy needs to send me that motherfucking NDA. I won't say shit. Y'all just be like, yo, Complex, what happened to your CC? What happened to your videos? What happened to your Instagram? You was doing content. What happened? I like mine pretty, so that don't happen a lot. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. Child. It's funny because I have a friend who's into that, like pretty boy, always keep a haircut, always keep a manicure, pedicure, not too masculine, clean face. They're not really like into the whole like masculine look. So um I can understand that. Me though, I like my niggas look rough. I want to be able to go get my man and be like, yo, oh, you played with me? Watch, I'm coming back with my nigga. He's about to put niggas in check. I don't want no nigga that's like, oh, we ain't scared of him. But you would probably be the checker. So whoever you end up with is going to be good. But me, I need to be able to be like, oh, word, watch. It's lit for y'all. It's lit for y'all. Y'all going to disrespect me. I'm getting my man over here. And now it's really going to go down. Like, period. Let me see. Let me see. I edited the whole season of BGC 7. BGC 7 was funny as fuck. That's one of the best seasons ever. No, I need a nigga still, but yeah, type shit. I'm checking Eddie Ho. That's hilarious. Yeah, nah. I can't. I cannot. Did you see that Wendy Williams shit onto Wendy Williams? Oh my gosh, that bitch is going through it. That bitch is going through it. And you know what? There's people who are like, oh, um, y'all are wrong for saying this about Wendy. Listen, listen. I feel bad, but at the same time, I'm not gonna do too much on the people. Okay, I'm back. It played in, so I just went onto my service. Y'all can hear me. I'm good. Shit was acting too fucking crazy. Was buffering for like 20 seconds. I'm not sure. Yes, good. Okay, period. Yeah, like Wendy, would you? This lady spent her life kicking people while they was down. That lady spent her life kicking people while they was down, and y'all think now everybody's supposed to be like, yeah, Wendy, Wendy, Wendy. No, it's like I'm not saying to be happy about it, but I'm also saying you can't have somebody be like give all this sympathy. They don't care. They do not give a fuck. Like the Messi came back to good. She wasn't good even when she had the show. She wasn't. She went through a motherfucking traumatic incident with that husband of hers, and it's been crickets ever since. Insane. This the same lady who shamed Fantasia for her suicide attempt. And that's what be happening. People like it don't say it can never be you. That's why I'm not laughing at her because who knows? You feel what I'm saying? I'm not laughing, but I just am indifferent. I'm not making no comments. I'm not saying, oh, that's what you get, bitch. The only thing I'm saying is when it was everybody else, you had a billion things to say. You had a billion and one things to say about everybody. It wasn't even, it was beyond, I felt like at some point, because people were like, oh, that's her job. You can't be mad at her because she was doing her job. But at the same time, it's other people who do the news. And it's not malicious. She would really be going in on people. Like, they could have waited for this. I don't know why they're trying to exploit her. Because God will make your enemies your footstool. All them people that she was exploiting, putting their business on Front Street and then having additional commentary. Not only was their business already out, but you got people in the audience talking about these people crazy and making disparaging remarks about people. And then now it's you. The tables turn very quickly. Cause you know what you be doing. You know what you be doing. When bitches do evil shit, you will egg them on. Remy got on your show talking about some, oh, I'm dressed for a funeral, and you didn't say nothing. You was excited. You was sitting there. Nikki got married. You start talking about her husband. All of this stuff. Whole time your husband is cheating on you. What? Girl, you need to stop. Girl, you was doing a whole lot of kicking people when they was down. Like, girl, what? Then the Fantasia thing they was just talking about. Then you asking Whitney Houston if she was on drugs for the world to hear. Listen. Listen, Wendy. I hope you get better, girl. I don't never wish nothing on nobody. But I'm also not going to be sitting over here. Oh, my God. I feel so bad. Because I just don't feel nothing about this situation. So, I don't feel good about it. I don't feel bad about it. I'm just chilling, living my life, minding my business. Wendy did a whole lot. She was, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is, but you can be the person that you talk about tomorrow. So, that's why when I see myself getting besides myself, I'm like, wait, hold on, let's reel it in. Let's reel it in. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes people are the way and don't got no money. Yup. Was sitting over there getting paid just for them to take over your assets and you can't do shit. Insane. 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 It's given when Tokyo Tony was like, a lot of, wait, what did she say? But what happens when the talk is no longer cheap and it is what it is? Like, Tokyo Tony ate that part. It only got confusing when she when she added, oh, um, and what I mean by that is Hillary Clinton. I'd hate to be in her shoes right about now. Like, but the first part was T. What happens when the talk is no longer cheap and it is what it is? Like, girl, the talk is no longer cheap no more, girl. You have to put your money where your mouth is, and unfortunately, you're where you're at. It just is what it is. This is what the cards you was dealt now because of how you did people. That lady say a whole lot of nothing. She do. She do. But that one part did make sense. That one part did. Six, I just did. 6010 Wood Spring Suites. Camp Springs, Maryland. Oh, wow. The videos be trying to do their little automatic playing, no shade. But yeah. I just did. Drop an address then, bitch. I just did. 6010 Wood Springs Suites. Camp Springs, Maryland. All right, bitch, give me 15 minutes. I'll come right now. All right, come on, I'm ready. Right now. So what time you gonna get outside? Right now. What time? Right now. Come on. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Tokyo Tony was in that motherfucking hotel room with that blunt. I was rolling, and she really went outside, and the girl never showed up. She just wanted to talk some shit with Tokyo Tony. Yo, life is hilarious. Mind you, it was a Holiday Inn Express or something like that. $56 a night. No, it was called Wood Spring Suites. That's the name of the hotel. And somebody put the picture up the other day. It was like, this was where Tokyo Tony was at. I'm from Maryland. I always see this place. It was called Wood Spring Suites. Camp Springs, Maryland is where she was at. Yo, this lady's crazy. She really gave her location. Yeah, it was an extension. Oh, so it was an extension of a. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Wow, $56 a night. Tokyo Tony gonna get her a deal. Remember when she was in the car with her homegirl, and she was like, "Yeah," she's like, they said it was like $40 a night. She's like, "Okay, so we gonna get two of them." And um, she was like, "Why the fuck you looking like that? Cause she wanna stay with you, girl. You a grown ass woman." I know, but why? Because it's $45. Don't be no weird ass bitch. You a grown ass woman. I ain't sharing no fucking room. Ah. No, Tokyo is. I'm paying for your room. She's mad funny. She's hilarious for that. Bitch, I'm paying for your room. Don't be no weird ass bitch. A grown ass woman. I ain't sharing no room with no grown ass bitch. I'm paying for your room. She's funny, yo. I can't. Oh my fucking goodness. Tokyo's a key. I cannot. No, she fucking didn't in that room. Oh my gosh, y'all. I can't. Her and BK Tidal Wave. I could watch them all day. She's mad funny for that. Ain't no way she was that mad at her homegirl. Oh shit. My cheeks hurt. Mm. I cannot. Oh my gosh. Do y'all watch 60 Days In? Because that's my show. I'm watching season 8 right now. Yo. 4 people already tapped out within a week. They had to bring 2 other people. This season is very unsuccessful. I don't know if season 9 is airing right now or when the next season is coming because I haven't heard nothing, but that's insane. And I'm about to start wearing my mask again when I go outside because I wanted to inform y'all that there is something on the rise. I actually just got an email about it today. My esthetician's been telling me about it for over a month. That there's some type of contagious like stomach flu, stomach virus that's going around that's gonna be crazier than COVID. So we need to start wearing our masks now. Anybody who rock with me, just look out for y'all shit. Like me, once the shit was lifted, I pretty much stopped wearing my mask, which as I should. It's lifted. But now that something else is on the rise, y'all make sure y'all are careful because people be thinking like, oh, this is a conspiracy and shit like that. And even if it is, better safe than sorry. Yeah, it's bad and they don't even know what it is. Okay, so you know about it. Good. Yeah, like insane. Insane. But the only thing that's crazy about situations like that is the economy gets a little bit better for the time being because people are getting a little extra money if they do a like stimulus and something like that. It gets a lot better um if they do that with like money wise for people. But it's like that's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like they shouldn't have to take everybody getting sick and staying in the house and not feeding the economy for y'all to feel like, oh, let's lower some prices. Let's do this. Let's make it livable for people. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take that. 'Cause the economy will thrive if y'all say, okay, if you want to rent something, this is the limit that y'all can do. For a 1 bedroom, okay, 1,000 is the fucking cap. You know what I'm saying? If you're renting some shit. Like, where is the laws to, you know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, okay, this is the cap for this is the cap for that. Why y'all sitting here letting people say, oh, 1 bedroom is $1,700? That's crazy to me. Depending on where it is, and y'all should do it statewide. But see, actually, not even statewide. Let's do this a federal law. Like, because when y'all start leaving shit up to the states, they do shit, crazy shit, like banning abortions. So we need to come to a consensus as a country and get outside and really be like, yo, a 1 bedroom, the max you can charge, and do it state by state, but let it be federal. Like, okay, and this if the minimum wage is this here, then the max you can charge for a 1 bedroom is 800 or 1,000 or whatever the case. Now 800 is kind of pushing it because rooms be 500, so 800 is kind of crazy. But okay, the cap for this. Okay, let me see. Let's say the minimum wage in a place is $8. 8 times 4, 120. I'm trying to think about how much that's gonna be. 8 times 4, 40. 8. I'm really trying to do this math. Hmm, okay, that's 160. I'm really trying to do this math. I'm on the spot. That's why I can't do it. Okay, let me try. Okay, 320 is 40 hours, making $8 an hour. So if the minimum wage is $8 an hour there, you could say after taxes, damn, bitches who make $8 an hour are making like $600 checks. So let's say for the month they're bringing in maybe, because after tax that's like 12. Before tax was like 1240. After tax that's maybe 1,000. Somewhere where the minimum wage is $8, the motherfucking max rent for a certain room size or place should be cheaper than what they're spending, what they're making after tax. So let's say they're making 1,000 for the month after tax. The most y'all should charge for a 1 bedroom in a place like that is 750. But it's like, it sounds crazy to even say a 1 bedroom or maybe a studio. We'll do a studio. A studio should be 750 in a place where the minimum wage is $8. Because ain't no way a bitch is going to be able to pay $1,000 rent or even $900 rent, making $1,000 a month because there's other expenses. How they gonna get to, right? Exactly. How they gonna get to work making that money? They probably don't have no car, and if they do, Let's now factor in their car insurance for this one job. That's crazy. But it's places still in the US where the minimum wage is like $8. 750 not bad for a studio, right? If they're making like 1,000 after tax or whatever, do a little studio 750. Now for the one bedroom, maybe the cap should be like 1,200. You feel what I'm saying? That's why niggas be having two jobs. Exactly. So the one bedroom should be like 1,200 max. Then we could start looking up towards 2,000 for the two bedrooms and three bedrooms. Because y'all doing too much. People really cannot afford this. This is why we have an issue. And the government isn't stepping in to be like, yo, if you're renting and doing all of this, I've been looking for one bedroom apartments and I've been seeing 1,300 for an apartment. Yeah, I've been seeing it. And you know what's crazy though? For one bedroom, that's cheap. Like that's getting towards to where it's like that's affordable, or what they want us to believe is affordable. That's crazy, right? My friend's paying like over $1,400 for a studio, but that's his taste. Oh, I live in a luxury apartment building, and X, Y, and Z. They have all these amenities. I pay $1,400. I got my studio, but there's a gym downstairs, and there's like a dog area, and there's a project movie room, and all of this other stuff. So I mean, I guess he feels like it's worth the investment. Me, I don't give a fuck about going downstairs and talking to these hoes. I have a gym membership. I don't care what outside looks like. Let me get a designated parking space. Let me have a spot for my. Let me be able to have pets, and let me have my spot. When I call maintenance, they come good. I don't give a fuck about, oh, they have a concierge downstairs and all of that. I don't give a fuck about all that. See, I'm a very simple bitch. Like I like nice things, but I'm not nitpicky. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna be at work more than being at home, right? I'm not nitpicky, so I'll definitely sit over there and make my little coin and be doing me. Just is what it is. I'm gonna do me. Shit, let me find something that's $1,000. Excuse me, and the apartment look like how I want to look. I want it to look. And it's in a nice little area. I don't have to worry about bitches stealing from me and me getting mugged and put shot at gunpoint. I mean, held up at gunpoint or all this other shit. Let me go to somewhere nice, and it's just 1,000. Right. I feel like if rent's gonna be 1,000 plus utilities should be included. Okay, but hey, there's some places where it's like not every utility is included, but you get certain shit. That might be like, you know what I'm saying? Something dope. Who is this whack ass bitch? I'm glad they hid your comment. I'm glad you a man act like one. Y'all bitches be having me fucked up, girl. We do not care. But yeah, so $1,000, yeah. They be having the in utilities. They might give you like one or two, but then they'll be like, "Oh, bitch, pay the electricity." But the electricity's the crazy one, so it's like, "Oh, girl, I mean, thanks for taking care of the water, I guess, girl." But it is what it is. Shit, at least you don't have to pay for both. Some places got just one little thing they take care of. I want if I move to somewhere like I want one that has like the parking, like a nice little enclosed parking. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking about going to Atlanta and they be stealing bitches' tires and shit over there. So I need something where it's like, okay, this is secure. But I'm also not living directly in the city if I go over there. So 1,300 a month plus if you have kids too. No, thank you. I was like, okay, look at this person. This person has so much time on their hands. I just be laughing at you bitches. Yeah, it's not the worst thing I've ever been called, honey. So, you're insane. But they bored. They are. They're miserable. Some people are very unhappy with their situations and the cards that life dealt them. But yes, um, these apartments are getting crazy. I feel like okay, 2 bedroom max should be 1,500. 1,500. No, actually, no. Let me not drag it like that. Maybe 16, 1650. We'll do 1650. And then three, yeah, 3 bedroom. That's when you could start talking about 2,000 and all of that. Because 3 bedroom, it's hard to find a good 3 bedroom. But if you're not making enough for a 3 bedroom, you shouldn't have all them damn people to where you need a 3 bedroom. It's no shade. You got 3 motherfucking kids. Girl, with 2 kids or however much, 1 room for you and 2 for the kids. If you got 2 kids, you need to be balling, honey. Kids are not cheap. I think they said you spend at least $1 million on children by the time they're 18. Or some shit like that. At least 500,000. I forgot what the number was. Boy, that shit's expensive. That's why I don't want none. And I just feel like I'm very selfish with my time as it is. Like, I only want to put time into shit that makes me excited, makes me happy. So, not gonna lie, I'll be a my man ass bitch. I can make time for a nigga because I know he's gonna blow my back out. I don't know what a kid is gonna do for me. I get joy in doing things for my friends. So I don't want no damn kids. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's no shade. Well, because I love my alone time too much. Yeah, like, kids, you gotta wake up in the morning, get them ready for school. Like, exactly, girl. Keep telling your boyfriend that. Keep telling him that. Kids ain't cheap. Diapers. Do you see the prices on formula right now? It'd be like $50 for like a can I seen. I'm like, oh, now I know why bitches be stealing. But now they locking up the formula and shit like that. It's crazy. The prices are insane. It's not enough money going around. Shit is too expensive. US be doing the wrong shit. They do. Like, it's people trying to come here for a better... You know, there's so many states where it's just open land. Just open areas. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are not working because they couldn't find a job. So let's think. It's so much open land in areas. Why don't y'all do a government job where it's like, oh, we're doing this because y'all do it to prisoners because they're in prison. They're sitting there producing license plates and all that shit. Let's do something for people who are living life the right way and maybe they can't find a job. Why don't y'all have them get into farming so we can increase our fucking export? Not on some old, like on some slavery shit like y'all was doing to black people, holding them against their will to come and plant shit and saying y'all make no money. But why don't y'all give them a job? And be like, yo, Florida, oh, let's have y'all make some oranges and some shit so we can send them out and more money could come to our country. You trying to come through from Mexico or whatever, we'll do a background check. We got areas where we're trying to develop in this country. You can come and serve the country. Help us with our export. We'll provide you a place to stay and a check. Why don't y'all do that? Instead, y'all have these people. Y'all be, oh, y'all are aliens. Y'all are da 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 da. Talk shit about them. Don't give them no way to earn their keep. Instead, just have them on a fucking applicants list. Y'all really could be doing it up. Y'all want to be stupid. Instead of saying, yo, come here. We already got a job for you. This is where you're going to have a spot. Like, give y'all a nice little whatever place to stay. Bring your family. We'll send your kids to school. Like, that will create so much jobs. And then the money, you know what I'm saying? That would be being brought into the country because there's so much things we can make. Like, you just letting everywhere else just make mad money doing shit. And y'all trying to go over there and steal people's oil. Instead of just trying to do some shit where it's like, yo, we have this going on. We can sell you this. We can do this. We can do that. There's so much different things y'all can do. Y'all had bitches playing picking cotton and shit against they fucking will. Go and do that and let people do their shit. That's how this country made all that money anyway. But this time, at least it would be honest work. And people actually wanting to start a life. Give them enough money to save up. So when they tired of doing it, they can leave. They have their citizenship. They all of that other stuff. That would be fire. Don't make it no, oh, if you don't want to work no more, you got to go home. Don't do no shit like that. Because then it's starting to feel like, okay, like, y'all being bullies. Y'all doing too much. Y'all know these people is also trying to make a way for themselves. They don't gotta work at the fucking factory forever. But like if they wanna come through, that's a quick come up. Like let them save some money. Maybe they don't wanna live in this fucking settlement area that we trying to produce this area and make it better. Y'all can make it like, okay, come in, get some money, like X, Y, and Z. You get a place to stay. We're gonna charge you 500. You save the rest of your money. That'd be fire. So that way it's like they working, they making money, they get used to paying bills X, Y, and Z. That'd be fire. Rent you this place 500. Just so you can know like how it is. And then save some money on the side, work, help us with our export. The economy would be crazy. If somebody could really work this whole shit out. Right. Alright, I gotta be up early. Good night, Randall. Thank you for coming through. I think I'm gonna get off too, cause I've been talking shit, and I do need to watch another episode of 60 Days In, cause shit is getting crazy. I'm getting close to the finale. 4 people then tapped out, y'all. 4 people already. I don't know where season 9 is at, but I'm watching season 8, and it's crazy. But all right, y'all. It's been almost 2 hours. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're a troll, get the fuck on. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Y'all get y'all some sleep. And I am working on an IG model for anybody wondering. And until next time, I will see you all soon. Night, y'all.